Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. Today on the show we have Alida Ceballos. She's the State Director of USDA Rural Development. I'm Rachel Dahl, in for Sam Shad on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
The 13th annual Nevada Newsmakers Goes to Washington is brought to you by Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you. NV Energy proudly serves Nevada, providing electricity to 2.4 million electric customers. The Nevada Mining Association, mining a better future for Nevada. Silver State Government Relations, we know Nevada, so you don't have to. And University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, offering the highest level of care in Nevada.
A power line is more than a power line. It's maintaining the bottom line for small businesses. It's keeping the assembly line moving for our workforce. For our brightest minds, it's meeting a deadline. It's on the front line with our heroes. And on the sidelines of the biggest games. It's a direct line to our loved ones. And it's a lifeline for the most vulnerable. There's a lot on the line.
Meet Nevada Health Link, Nevada's official health insurance marketplace. Your link to savings, selection, free assistance, and name brand health insurance, where 90% of enrollees lower the cost of their monthly premium. Everyone deserves access to quality health coverage, no matter your income or family size. Visit NevadaHealthLink.com. A few minutes could save you hundreds of dollars per month.
Nevada Health Link. Our plans are made for your plans.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
Good morning. I'm Rachel Dahl, in for Sam Shad on Nevada Newsmakers. Today on the show we have Alida Ceballos. She is the State Director of USDA Rural Development.
Hi, Rachel. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show today. I just realized you've been more than a year now in your position.
Not quite. I came on board in January. Yeah. So hitting half a year mark, or a little bit more.
It's gone so fast.
It has gone very fast. Yes.
That's awesome. Are you loving it?
You know, it's been amazing. Rural development, USDA rural development, I think, is maybe the best kept secret in the federal government. I think I have the coolest job because we get to work with all of these communities that I worked with before and I love, and we get to try, help make them sustainable and set up for prosperity and long-term growth. And what could be better than that?
I love that. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I grew up with rural development. Sarah Adler was kind of the first state director and spoiled us all, I think, for how important rural development is. But one thing I learned is how many different agencies USDA has. So place rural development for our viewers in that USDA universe.
That's a great question. And, people hear agriculture and they're like, well, why are you talking about timber? Why are you talking about wastewater systems?
Right, exactly.
And rural development supports our farmers and our ranchers. We're a farmers first agency. And rural development really lays the infrastructure. We invest in the infrastructure in these very rural communities to set them up for growth, because it's hard to plan long-term if you don't have a functioning wastewater system, if you don't have clean drinking water, if you need a fire station or a sheriff's station or a justice center. And we help finance that for all of these rural communities at really, really competitive rates, and also attract businesses and maybe new industries. Our timber production and expansion program is really opening up new industries that maybe in the past weren't previously viable, and now it's a new frontier for investment in rural areas.
It's so interesting when the timber program first came on board. So you don't typically in Nevada think timber. So how's that project going, and where in the state is that happening?
So it's a new program supported by executive order from President Trump and a secretarial directive from Secretary Rollins. Timber Production and Expansion Guaranteed Loan Program. I cannot say it 5 times fast.
No, we can't say any of these programs.
But obviously anyone who lives in the West is really familiar with the danger of wildfires.
Right.
We have, whether it's the Davis fire or, California has out of control fire seasons every year. And there's a real need to reduce the fuel and make it, balanced for everyone who lives there and reduce the fire risk and promote some economic development. So the Timber Production and Expansion Program, it focuses on federal lands and also tribal lands. So northern Nevada, along the western side, we have a lot of really wonderful forests that need some maintenance. And so it opens up new capital funding opportunities to help folks either establish a sawmill, expand a sawmill, retrofit one, and bring that in and harvest some of that federal timber and turn it into timber that can support construction, right?
Yeah.
Which we have a big housing shortage up here everywhere in Nevada.
Right.
And so commercial grade timber and lumber is really important.
That's exciting. It's fun to see the different projects that roll out. I always love working with Gus Wegrin on your staff.
Yep.
And those are kind of, what do you say, the daily bread programs of rural development. What's the best way to call those? Just kind of the foundational programs. And you've had some ribbon cuttings that have been really exciting. Talk about some of those projects.
Yeah, our community facilities and water and environmental programs, headed up by rockstar Gus Wegrin, they really help communities build and grow. Yeah. And it's really cool hearing the stories of some towns that were small and have grown over the years, and it's really thanks to the investments from rural development. So we recently just had a big ribbon cutting in Douglas County, just down the road, and an $18 million partnership with Nevada Division of Environmental Protection to put in 6 miles of sewer line and wastewater system. So, nobody appreciates sewers until you get a plumbing break,
you need one.
Right?
Yes, seriously.
And this is something where this community, Denise Baronio, really helped. She was a great partner on this project to bring it across the finish line. And it's a big project. You got to get easements, 6 miles, trenching, putting it all in. So we had a wonderful groundbreaking. Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony came out to speak at it. And it's an $18 million investment supporting 900 residents of Douglas County, and it'll enable them to continue to expand in that area because we have wastewater management.
Right. Yeah, that's so cool. I remember the Yarrington project for that water system, and then you just did Wendover was a fire station, and then a school in Elko.
School in Fallon, actually.
The gym in the high school in Fallon, and then also the treatment center in Fallon.
Yep.
And Elko was the charter school that they have up there.
Yep.
So many good projects that I know I know even in McDermott, I think the most important thing to remember about this is these projects, like you say, nobody cares about a sewer line until you need one.
Right.
But in McDermott, they needed a fire truck, and they could not get a fire truck. And your staff pushed that, and they ended up getting the fire truck that they needed. And it was really difficult to do, and it made such a huge difference for those people. It just changes everything on the ground.
Yeah, and these some of these projects, they don't seem like they'd be quite as expensive as they are, my team has been so great at working with other federal agencies as well. So that way we can partner with both state and federal partners to get the funding needed to bring these across the finish line.
Yeah.
Like we had an ambulance that we delivered out to Lincoln County.
Yeah.
And that was one where we had a combination of grants and loans to bring it across the line and get it there built brand new just for them, customized how they wanted, and great partners there.
They are.
Yeah.
It's fun. I love that they're able to, well, Sunny, on your stuff, just all the different options of people that you can go to and build relationships and make something happen.
Yeah.
If you just keep pushing, it's neat to watch.
It absolutely is. And it's,
fun.
a great team, and we're here to partner with our counties, with our cities in rural Nevada, and really give them kind of the menu of options and say, hey, where do you want to go? How do you want to grow? And we will work across the federal government to make that possible.
Yeah, it's neat. It's not only infrastructure, but one of the cool programs we'll talk about the different programs that you have besides community facilities, because I want to go down the business road, but talk about the different programs first.
Yeah. So community facilities, like you just mentioned, charter schools, fire stations, sheriff stations, justice centers, thinking of all the different projects that city halls that USDA has financed over the years. So that's community facilities, water and environmental programs. We also have our single family housing program. One of my favorite parts of that is our 504 repair program. And that really helps very low income seniors get grants for home repairs in rural areas. So such a needed program, and really, just make sure they have a safe sanitary dwelling that's going to last through tough winters and hot summers. And the last kind of triangle that we had, last leg of the triangle, is business programs.
Yeah.
So investing and bringing investment in businesses and manufacturing to rural Nevada that's aligned with supporting, all of our farmers and ranchers, and making sure that it's in line with the spirit and the direction that our communities want.
Yeah, I love the BP programs. One of your really strong partners is our NDC out in Ely,
my gosh,
Rural Nevada Development Corporation. And I just love this story because they access the loan programs through BP and have just turned that into the most amazing lending opportunity for small businesses.
Yeah, Rural Nevada Development Corp, wonderful, wonderful partner led by Mary Kerner. And they, I would say, are one of the most successful intermediary relenders for USDA in the country.
That's amazing.
They invest in both big businesses and also do microloans to businesses. And hundreds of businesses in Nevada have grown through the partnership that USDA has with Rural Nevada Development Corp. And it's just been a pleasure. It's awesome. Really exciting to see. And they focus exclusively on the towns that are aligned with us. So under 20,000 in rural areas, and new jobs, right here in Nevada.
Yeah, I love it. So much good things going on. We're going to dig in a little bit more when we come back with Alida Ceballos on Nevada Newsmakers.
The trucking industry is the most resilient link in the supply chain, moving 95% of our freight in the Silver State. And while essential, the road isn't always smooth. Supply chain disruptions, rising fuel costs, and unrealistic rules and laws that hamper our ability to serve our customers and country. Our prosperity and every sector of the economy, manufacturing, mining, medicine, and food from farm to table, is tied to trucks. There's nothing without trucking.
Pro Group Management offers workers' comp services to a growing number of industries. As businesses grow and change with the times, the need for a solid workers' comp program must be flexible and up to date. The evolving nature of regulations can make staying ahead of complex tasks challenging. But Pro Group Management simplifies the work so your industry can move forward and succeed. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways.
jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org. Hit the road in style during the $150,000 Roads to Riches giveaways at Tamarack Casino. Win up to $5,000 every week and a top prize of a 2026 Chevy Traverse or $40,000 in cash. It's the $150,000 Roads to Riches giveaways at Tamarack Casino.
Save money and take transit. Did you know you can ride the bus all day for less than what it would cost you for a gallon of gas? Plan your trip now by going to rtcwashoe.com.
As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's development company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
We're back on Nevada Newsmakers. I'm Rachel Dahl for Sam Shad, and today I'm talking to Alida Ceballos, who is the State Director of USDA Rural Development.
That's right.
And we're grateful that you came today to talk to us. I know that you've got so many amazing projects all over the state. We were talking about a couple of them. One that I think is worth mentioning for people because it's such a untapped resource is the energy audits. Talk to us about that.
Thank you, Rachel. And it's a great program. So we partner with Manufacture Nevada, which is part of University of Nevada. Go Wolfpack. And we work directly with businesses in the community to provide energy audits and help businesses either weatherize or look at different ways to be energy efficient. And Manufacture Nevada actually helps them complete their grant applications.
Oh, wow. So
that's where businesses can get a big investment, reduce their energy costs, and USDA is partnering to help promote that in rural areas. So we've had a number of folks take us up on that in Boulder City, up here in northern Nevada. And that's something, it's an excellent resource, up to $7,000 in value, and would really encourage any businesses in rural areas that are looking at, hey, how can I reduce my energy bill and get some extra support? Wow, come talk to us, because we want to help you.
That's so cool. So Nevada Manufacturing will come look at your facility.
That's right.
For free, and assess what you've got going on and help you figure out how to be more efficient.
Yep. And
then help you apply for funding.
That is totally correct. So, because, federal government, these grant applications can be a little bit daunting.
Right.
And so it's always good to have some of that assistance to help navigate how do you do it, get it in on time, and really just make the process a little bit easier.
That's awesome. I don't think people are aware of how important that is, and what a great resource right there that we don't know about. That's awesome. Okay. I know you've got a big project in Wendover that's sort of earth-changing for businesses.
It is. It's so in Wendover, we just wrapped up actually a 10-year project. So one of the unique things is we're not looking at just how do we work on just today or just this quarter. It's how are we working, across multiple administrations to bring these projects over the line. So their firehouse just wrapped up, started under Trump 45 and completed under Trump 47. So really, really exciting. And Wendover is having a lot of growth. We see this all over the state, where our rural areas, especially with some proximity to manufacturing, and as the cost of living goes up, rural areas are reaping the benefits. And so new fire station really sets Wendover up for the future. And 10-year project that we financed in part with a partnership with the state of Nevada and the State Infrastructure Bank. So that was it. It took a lot of partners and great support from the city of West Wendover to bring that over the finish line. But just a beautiful new facility, new fire trucks, living space for the firefighters, so they can go from, previously, years back, had a volunteer fire force.
Yeah.
No, full-time professional fire force.
That's awesome.
You know, with the facilities that they need and they deserve. So
Right.
yeah.
That's awesome. Those things are meaningful to rural communities. I know the other thing that you guys got involved in Gus again was involved always in Nevada Rural Water Association. So talk about that, because that's fun too.
It is. And I actually heard this from Commissioner Gardner down in Douglas. You know, in Nevada, we say whiskey's for drinking and water's for fighting, right? Because we have so little of it.
Yeah.
But the Nevada Rural Water Association is a great partner of ours, as well as the National Rural Water Association. Yeah. So they work directly. We have what's called the Circuit Rider program. So another great partnership where our circuit riders actually go all over rural Nevada, kind of a modern day Pony Express for helping people get updated water systems.
Right.
And they provide that technical assistance to assess what's going on, you know, if something's broken, what it's going to look like to fix it. And then our department with the water and environmental programs comes in, and we actually help finance at very competitive rates for our counties and our municipalities, in conjunction with the Nevada Rural Water Association, improving these water systems. You mentioned Yarrington earlier.
Right.
That was a huge, monumental project.
Yeah.
And part of what they had wooden pipes still. And so upgrading these systems, it's really expensive, and trying to put it in reach and also provide that environmental review and the support and working directly with counties and you know, municipalities to bring it over the finish line is what we do.
That's awesome. So many good partnerships.
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome. We're going to take one more break. We're with Alida Ceballos, and we'll be back on Nevada Newsmakers.
Welcome to Story County, where history meets innovation, and a pioneering spirit continues to shape our future. At the heart of the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, we power the future with global leaders in technology and manufacturing, driving progress that reaches far beyond our county lines. From advanced manufacturing to tech innovation, our industries are creating thousands of quality careers, fueling a vibrant economy that benefits every Nevadan. But it's more than just growth. Our community is our foundation, supporting families, empowering local initiatives, and creating a place where everyone belongs. Be part of a legacy built on bold ideas and boundless possibilities. Join us in building a brighter future right here in Story County. Story County, helping build Nevada's future.
Rev it up during the $250,000 Cash and Wheels Guaranteed giveaways at Carson Valley Inn. Thousands in cash and free play every Thursday and Saturday. Drive away with a 2025 Ford Bronco or $45,000 guaranteed. Rev it up at the Carson Valley Inn.
Welcome to the Ahern Boutique Hotel, where luxury and warmth come together in the heart of Las Vegas.
We take pride in offering a one-of-a-kind experience for both locals and tourists.
Join us for handcrafted cocktails and an unforgettable experience.
Joel's Chop House, the perfect place to savor views of the Las Vegas Strip.
Satisfy your cravings at the Ahern Chocolate Shop.
No smoking, no resort fees, and the parking is always free. The Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel is your home away from home.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
We're back on Nevada Newsmakers with Alida Ceballos and talking USDA, but one of the most, I think, productive agencies in USDA. I think a lot of people don't realize where your offices are and how much coverage there is of the state.
We actually are the most geographically rural state. I mean, most of the population is very concentrated in Reno and Las Vegas. But our population, we're along certain bands. So we have an office in Carson City, Elko, and Las Vegas. So really trying to be near some of those hubs, especially, Elko micropolitan area, close to seven rural counties.
Right.
And the hub of mining in Nevada. So that's something where Nevada, we have tourism and we have gold and lithium mining that is just prepared for exponential growth. And that's one of the reasons, our Elko hub is so essential.
That's good.
Yeah. So we have, that's our offices that are open to customers, whether they're just looking for more information or already an existing customer. They are open for business.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So USDA
Rural Development, rd.usda.gov.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Thanks for coming on today. It's always good to catch up.
Thank you for having me, Rachel. It's a pleasure. Really appreciate the invitation.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us today on Nevada Newsmakers. I'm Rachel Dahl, in for Sam Shad.
Each day, the Children's Advocacy Alliance partners with leaders, legislators, and families across Nevada to improve children's health, education, economic well-being, and safety. We recognize Nevada will be no better than the state of its children. Be a part of this change. Be a supporter of the Children's Advocacy Alliance. For more information, go to caanv.org.
Imagine a magical garden that feeds Carson City's hungry and homeless, teaches our high school students agriculture, creates hanging floral displays to beautify downtown, and yet charges nothing. It's not magic. It's the Greenhouse Project. It's real, it's growing, and it needs your help. Go online to carsоncitygreenhouse.org so together we can grow it forward.
You're in trouble with the law. It's easy to think you'll lose everything, but there is hope. I'm Attorney Orrin Johnson. Your first step is to hire a serious attorney with the experience to successfully navigate the legal system for you.
Sometimes hope means addiction treatment instead of jail, and making sure you're treated fairly.
Sometimes hope means fearless trial attorneys will stand up to the government when they get it wrong. Call or text Orrin Johnson Law.
We'll make a plan.
You'll take back your life.
The 13th annual Nevada Newsmakers Goes to Washington is brought to you by Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you. NV Energy proudly serves Nevada, providing electricity to 2.4 million electric customers. The Nevada Mining Association, mining a better future for Nevada. Silver State Government Relations, we know Nevada, so you don't have to. And University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, offering the highest level of care in Nevada.
Thanks for joining us today on Nevada Newsmakers. Remember, you can always watch us at NevadaNewsmakers.com or any of your audio or video podcasts, or of course YouTube. Thanks again for joining us on the all-new Nevada Newsmakers.